Okay, so the game that we're going to play is the 1990 version of Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? It's the DOS version, it's the enhanced version, and it actually came with a encyclopedia, so you could look up the answers and obviously the geographical questions, flags, what have you. I don't have that, obviously, because this is on Classic Reload, but I do have my phone handy, so I will be using that to get me through this. So let's get this game started up. Carmen's gang has pulled another caper and it's up to you to crack the case. Love this music. Alright. Okay. Sleuth. Because when I played it before, I tried to actually record this and the audio didn't record, but I had to answer a question to get to my next rank at the end. National treasure stolen from Cairo. The treasure has been identified as the plans of the Great Pyramid. Male suspect. Alright. By Sunday at 5 p.m. Good luck, Sleuth Allison. Totally got this. Alright. Let's, the first thing I always like to do when I play this is to identify the gender of the suspect. Or doesn't really narrow it down very well, but then again, considering that just starting. So we're in Cairo right now. All I know is that he changed his money to lira. He had his driver along. Okay, so when I was playing this before, this actually was a good clue. Okay, so I've got two suspects. So, changed his money to lira. I saw the person you were looking for, and he took off in a plane with a crescent and star flag on its wing. He mentioned he liked seafood. Ooh. No. But I gotta compute it anyway, so let's look up lira. Is the current currency of Turkey and also the local name of the currencies of Lebanon and Syria. Alright. We got one more, and then we're going to be doing some traveling. My sources tell me he inquired about the price of lira. He tried to conceal a tattoo. Oh, okay. Guess what we're... Try to conceal a tattoo. I'm probably going to have a warrant. Yes! Alright. Okay, so we are departing for... Well, Budapest is in Hungary. Istanbul is in Turkey. And Colombo. That's Sri Lanka. Okay. Guess where we're going. We are going to Istanbul, Turkey. Alright. Turkey, which has hot, dry summers and cold winters, is ringed by high mountains on all but the western border. Alright. Let's go to the bank. You know he's been seen at the bank. We're on the right track. A vile henchman, you must be on the right track. A reliable source told me he changed his money to yuans. Y-U-A-N-S. Okay. A suspicious person was here and he left in a vehicle flying a red flag. A reliable source told me he said he was writing a poem for the party chairman. Okay. So I looked up the currency, which is yuan, or if I'm even pronouncing that right, Y-U-A-N, and that is China. So we are going to Peking. Peking is the capital of the People's Republic of China. One of this nation's most famous landmarks is the Great Wall. Yep, we're good. On a roll. All I know is that he said he wanted to search for a lost Siamese temple. He had blonde hair. Well, we already know who we're arresting, but just compute it anyway. Alright. Let's go to the airport. I heard he left in a plane with a red, white, and blue flag on its wing. He mentioned he liked seafood. Okay. I heard he was reading a book about teak forests. That's different. Alright, so it's either Bangkok, Paris, or Istanbul that we're going to. Because the United States is definitely not one of them. Okay. Bangkok. Ooh. Okay. Let's give it a try. Oh, we're already in Peking, so. Located on the Indo-Chinese and Malayan peninsulas, Thailand is the only country in Southeast Asia never to have been governed by a European power. Oh, we're good. Sources tell me he wanted to see Nanda Devi. And if I butchered that, I am sorry. I saw the person you're looking for, and he took off in a plane with an orange, white, and green flag on its wing. That sounds like Ireland. My sources tell me he checked out books about Sikh philosophy. Okay, definitely not Ireland. I think we are... Alright. Let's give it a shot. Baghdad, with a population of about 3.5 million, is Iraq's capital and largest city. I'm sorry. Oh, shoot. Alright, now I've hit a wall. Oh, no, I picked the wrong one. Oh, crap. Actually. Oh, God. No. Okay. Well, I think at this point, I was on the right track and now I'm not. So, that was my mistake. I picked the wrong one. Okay. Changes money to rupees. Okay. Ooh, that's India. Okay. Where are we going? Okay, we are going to New Delhi. 16 different languages are spoken in India, including Hindi and English. which are the official languages of government and business. Oh, totally making up for it now. I don't have much time though. I only have till Sunday. A suspicious person was here and he was practicing his Russian pronunciation. Okay. A reliable source told me he drove away in a vehicle flying a red flag. He had blonde hair. A suspicious person was here and he drove off in a vehicle flying a red flag. He arrived in a private limo. Alright. See if we can do this. Moscow, the capital of, oh, this is out of date. The capital of the USSR is the site of the massive Kremlin compound, once the home of the Russian Tsars. Uh-oh, we're getting closer. The word is out, you're getting too close, Gumshoe. Oh, I'm not a gumshoe, I'm a sleuth. I went up in rank. I was never even a gumshoe. Or maybe that's higher? I don't know. Oh. Word is out, you're getting too close, Gumshoe. They keep telling me this. Yes! Down to the wire, but I did it. Nice. All right. Fund was always very interesting with their educational software, and I absolutely love these games. There's another one that we used to play when I was in school called Treehouse, and I always really enjoyed that. And that was a Vertibund game, and they made us speak and teach us typing, so just a lot of educational stuff. So always like these little intros. It's up to you to crack the case. I always like this music. All right. I am a sleuth. National treasure stolen from Moroni. Treasure has been identified as the entire year's copra crop. Try saying that 10 times fast. Copra crop. Not even gonna attempt it. Female suspect reported at the scene of the crime. Your assignment, track the thief from Moroni to her hideout and arrest her. You must apprehend the thief by Sunday at 5 p.m. Good luck, sleuth Allison. Thank you. I'll need it. The chief industry of the Comoros is perfume made from plants grown on the islands. My sources tell me she was looking for maps of Harold the Fair-Haired's journeys. look up. King of Norway. All right. Not really narrowing anything down, just, always like to establish. I've never actually gotten to Carmen Sandiego, and I'm betting you have to get to a higher rank in order to have to be tracking her down. Hoping to get to that point. I saw the person you're looking for, and she left in a plane with a red and blue cross. Left in a plane with a red and blue cross on its wing. Red and blue cross. Okay. That one is. And let's try to find ministry. I heard she said she was going fishing with the king. I noticed a tattoo on her arm. Tattoo. Let's narrow it down a little more. Okay, those are the same two suspects from the last time I played this. I bet you probably get different ones with an up in rank. Alright. So there was nothing else I'm missing. Okay. So we are going to Oslo, Norway. Norway, once the land of the Vikings, has many deep inlets called fjords along the coast. Rugged mountains and high plateaus are found in the interior. Let's start investigating. It's a very interesting suspect walk. Sources tell me she asked if the Louvre was open on Mondays. She arrived in a private limo. Oh, I bet I know who this is. Last time I played this, it was also as a Lanny. A reliable source told me she sped away in a vehicle flying a red, white, and blue flag. And we are off to Paris. Paris, the capital of France, is a center of art and culture and home of the world-famous Eiffel Tower. Nice. You again. A reliable source told me she was thumbing through a Spanish phrase book. I saw the person you're looking for, and she flew off in a plane with a red, green, and white flag on its wing. She was carrying a tennis racket. Even though we know it is already. A reliable source told me she asked about the black market for pesos. She had blonde hair. Now it's just a matter. Alright, we are out of here. And we are going to Mexico City. Before its colonization by Spain, Mexico was the site of the advanced Indian civilizations of the Mayas, the Toltecs, and the Aztecs. Saw the person you're looking for, and she wanted to wave to the Statue of Liberty, she arrived in a private limo. I saw the person you're looking for, and she took off on a plane with a red, white, blue flag on its wing. She had blonde hair. We are off to New York. New York has the largest and one of the largest and most important cities in the USA. It is a center of world trade, finance, publishing, and art. We're on the right track. I heard she said she had always wanted to worship in a Serendip temple. She had blonde hair. Come on, I'm so close. So close. My sources tell me she sailed in a yacht flying a golden lion flag. She asked about the recent tennis match. Alright, one more. I'm going to look up Serendip. I heard she asked where she could find ancient Serendip relics. She had blonde hair. Okay, that's Sri Lanka, so we are going to Colombo. Colombo, with a population of more than 1.2 million, is the capital and principal city of Sri Lanka, an island nation located off the southeast coast of India. Closer. Word is out. You're getting too close, Gumshoe. Thank you, uptight waiter. Snobby, snobby. Oh, I'm getting like this close. The only thing I can tell you is to watch your step. Aye, sailor. Cut it a little close, but I did it. Apprehended Dazzle Annie. The copra crop. And oh, why not? Let's do another. Why not? An elevator. stuff that they take, a whole elevator from the Eiffel Tower. Suspect seen attempting to ride it. Male suspect. Male. Yeah, obviously. Alright, let's do this. Let's start. A reliable source told me he wanted equipment for capturing Gila monsters. What? Okay, it's a reptile. Just sounds like a ridiculous name. I think there was an MST3K movie about that. The person you're looking for was here and he flew off in a plane with a red, green, and white flag on its wing. A reliable source told me he said he planned to go riding with the president. Alright, we are off to Mexico. And we're going to sleep first. Before the colonization by Spain, Mexico was the site of the advanced Indian civilizations of the Mayans, the Toltecs, and the Aztecs. Right, let's get started. Yep. Very good. We're on the right track. Vile henchman, you must be on the right track. Alright. A suspicious person was here and he said he planned to survey a major subway system. That's a little scary. Survey a major subway system. Sources tell me he asked for a biography of Henry Hudson. I liked the ring he had. Okay, I've got 2 suspects. All I know is that he said he was heavily invested in fashion. He had a fancy ring on. Henry Hudson. So we are off to New York. The headquarters of the United Nations, located in New York, adds to the multicultural nature of the city. Yep. We're good. We're on the right track. I saw the person you're looking for, and he said he needed equipment for catching sea snakes. Sea snakes. Oh, okay. It says Hawaii in Google. I saw the person you're looking for, and he drove away in a vehicle flying a golden lion flag. He had black hair. Ooh, okay. I think we're gonna get a warrant out of this. Nick Brunch. You now have an arrest warrant or warrant to arrest Nick Brunch. All I know is that he wanted to buy black market rupees. Alright. Flag lion. Okay, that's Sri Lankan. Or Sri Lanka. And we are going to go to Colombo. I always seem to wind up back there. I wonder if the cases change with the rank. They seem like I'm always winding up in the same areas. Alright, so we're in Colombo, Sri Lanka. Good. We're on the right track. Sources tell me he planned to hike across an African republic. He had black hair. Well, I already figured that because we have a warrant for next brunch. I saw the person you're looking for, and he drove off in a vehicle flying a red, yellow, and green flag. He said he was a mountain climber. The person you're looking for was here, and he said he wanted to buy wolframite, but he didn't know what it looked like. He was riding a motorbike. Okay, so wolframite, it's produced in several different countries around the world. One of them was Rwanda, I believe it said. So we are going to Kigali. Alright, give it a go. We're getting really close. We only have until Sunday. Oh. Alright, we're there. We're just about. Okay. Our sources tell me he planned to explore Incan temples. A suspicious person was here, and he left in a plane with a red and white flag on its wing. A suspicious person was here, and he sped away in a vehicle flying a red and white flag. He bragged about dangerous sports. We are going to Lima, Peru. And we're going to sleep it off. Peru is slightly smaller than Alaska and is bordered by Ecuador, Colombia, Brazil, Bolivia, and Chile. Please let me be on the right track. Yes. Getting closer. All I know is that something suspicious is going on in town. The only thing I can tell you is to watch your step. At least you can call me a gumshoe. turn a whole elevator in Paris. How did he smuggle the elevator all over the world? Never understood the logic of some of the things that get stolen in this game. I think we're gonna stop there. So this gameplay actually is wrapping up a month of favorite video game themed articles. I started off the month with Super Smash Bros. Melee for the Nintendo GameCube. The second week I talked about Kirby and all of his games and how he made his debut and just how he was created, as a placeholder character and eventually became, earned the clout of a Nintendo All-Star. Last week I talked about Donkey Kong Country, about the history of that game and how it was a franchise spin-off of the previous Donkey Kong games for the Nintendo. That this was the redesigned version of Donkey Kong Jr. And I wanted this week to take a shift away from the Nintendo world of games and do something a little bit different and cover something that a little bit different, because I wasn't always playing Nintendo. I was in school. We played a lot of educational games. Carmen Sandiego was a TV show that I watched every day. I loved it. I've always watched PBS when I was a little bit older for that show. But I liked the game. We had the games when I was in elementary school, and we used to play them in the classroom, and they were always a lot of fun. And the fact that I've been able to find them, not only find them, but I found so many different versions that I didn't even know. It just really made it kind of prime for talking a little bit about the history of the game. And I didn't know that these games came with materials, came with encyclopedias, a travel guide that you used to help you with this. So I know when I was in school, when we played it, we kind of had like a reference book around just in case we needed it. And since obviously you don't have those materials now, I have, Google to thank. And I know that sounds like cheating, but it's really not when you think about it, because they do ask you at the end, you have to go to a certain page in the guide, or to look up the answer to something in order to go up in rank. And I really wanted to. I did 2 different gameplays for this. I did this version, which will actually be part of tomorrow's article, and then I did another gameplay for Where in the USA is Carmen Sandiego, and it was the 1992 enhanced version for DOS. So I'll actually be putting that up on Wednesday. But this was something that I had been wanting to do, and I kind of had been between this and Oregon Trail, and I said, you know what? I said, Oregon Trail's a little predictable. Like, as far as, I would go, that's my go-to, and I would play that. But I really wanted to do this, because it's really, at the end of the day, is one of my favorites. It's a classic, and it deserves some recognition, for its, not only for its educational value, but the fact that it's actually fun, and it is challenging, because it does force you to have to look up, the answers, and, you really have to know your geography and your currency and your flags, and thankfully you're able to look up that information. They do, obviously they gave you enough reference stuff to use. But if you like this video, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can subscribe to my blog, AllisonVenezioWrites.com. All that information is in the video description below. And thank you very much for watching.